Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Campbell's Creation. I'm Ellen. Nice to meet you. Today I'm going to be showing y'all how I make little cup doilies or coasters. And I'm doing them kind of big because these days everybody have those nice thimble cups, Turner cups, and there's just more to sit it on. You can even sit your water jug on that. So here it is. Here. I might just have my things up close to me. Things up close to me. Turn the volume down. Okay. All right. Well, I have here with me 3 strands of yarn, and I'm using regular Dollar Tree yarn, as you can see here. And I need to add 2 more of my balls. I have some white, which extra white is good. I'm going to put it in my bag. I use a bag because I don't have a specific bag that I want to carry with me just yet. Okay. And I'm going to add an extra black because I wanted more black and white thing. And it's a ball. And I'm putting them in the bag, and what I'm doing, I'm making sure all the strings is coming out the same side. And then I just tie my bag so I don't lose any yarn. And it's a regular Dollar Tree bag. See that? So I purchased my yarn using the small skeins that Dollar Tree offers. And this is a good project to do because when you get close to the end of your ball, you don't have to panic or anything. You can just tie on a new color. And I have a size L 11 to 8.00 millimeter needle I'm using, and it's fairly big. So I wrap my yarn around my finger and I use my needle. I have to go in and start it off. So I start it off. I go through here. That's the start. And then I go one. I have my first loop. I didn't tighten it that much, if you can see. So I catch here. 2, 3. I have 3 loops in all on this chain. And this is beautiful, black, white with a little gray in it, if you can get a close-up. And I'll show y'all when I can get my circles and stuff in place. So this part I sometimes have difficult getting it done because you have so many stitches you have to put in this first stitch to make your circle. So this is 1. Go in that same hole. Okay. If I can hold it. Okay. That'll be 2 stitches. I'm moving a little slow today. That's 2 stitches. Okay. Just holding on to this is so funny, y'all. Okay. That's 2 stitches. You have to count your stitches, and I have to put 10 in this circle. This is 3, 4, 4, 5. Now I will put this tail in the middle of my 5 stitches. I push it back to that other side and keep going. 5, 6, and I have to make sure I catch all my strands. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. That's my 10 count. Mm. I have a notification blocking, so take a minute and unblock that so I can see when others come in. So now I'm going to make a slip tie, starting with the first stitch, and you have to make sure you get under both sides of it. Okay. I got that first stitch, and I will pull through and pull through and come up like that, and then chain 1. So I'm going to show you what I got. I go ahead and I pull my center, pull the end to make sure my center is tight. And now I have that. See that? That's the center. So now in each stitch I have around, which is 10 stitches, I'm going to go back and put a crochet, a half single crochet, actually it's a crochet and a half in each hole. I'm going to double it up, putting 2 of them in each hole. So I'm wrap my loop and go in the hole. It's kind of a slow process because I'm using more than one strand of thread. Go back in the hole. Pull through. Do it again for the next stitch. 1, 2, and the next stitch. 1, 2. And with crocheting, you'd have to do a lot of counting. And if anybody tell you I don't count no stitches, then they just doing something. You have to do your counting. The next stitch, 1, 2. And the reason I'm holding it like I'm holding it so tight is because it's a large needle and it's more than just one strand of thread. So in order to make it work for me, I hold it like this. And I'm not choking my thread feed real tight. Oh no. Think out. Let me fix this where I can see where I'm going. Okay. The thing about it, you want to make sure you get both sides of your stitch. I'm caught on something again. Pull it back out and start again. It's already wrapped. There you go. And it's still one more have to go in here, so get it through. I'm actually turning my needle hook to where I can get it through. And I'm putting 2 of these in each hole, stitch hole. Whew. Wrap in the hole, in the stitch, wrap, come back up, wrap, pull through. Once again, wrap in the hole, wrap. Ooh, everything come off. Just pull it back out. Okay, wrap in the hole. No. Something ain't right. When my thread don't look right, I have no problem with pulling it out. And I do have 5 strands of thread here that I'm working with. And it's this type of thread from the Dollar Tree that I've been showing. And what I do is I open it up from this and I take it loose and I roll them in balls like this. And balls work much better for me. And if I'm working on something big, I just roll several of them. Hello, Divine Truth 60. Good day. Hello. I'm so glad to see you in chat. But I'm wrapping, going in the hole again, and catching to bring through. And that's my double up stitch in each hole. Okay, moving on to the next. To make sure I get front stitch and back stitch. There we go. And I have to put 2 stitches in this hole as well. All right. When I was very young, I always wanted to learn how to crochet, and I didn't have anyone in my area that could teach me at that time. So I kept praying and talking to the Lord about it, and he sent somebody my way. They started teaching me small bits and stuff about crocheting, and further in life, I met somebody else that taught me more. So I have double in each hole now, all the way around. So what I'm gonna do is I got to slip stitch this one to the other side here. So now I just go in that hole and just pull through and pull through. And when I get to the top, I chain one. Now I'm gonna fold it out and show you what I got. And I'm all with this one. Oh, hello. Okay, she waved. Hi. Hi, Kathy Quilts and Crafts. She said, hello, Miss Ellen. Hello, Miss Kathy. Good to see you. This is the center and then the double one round. Now I'm going around one last time, and this will create the final round. And I'm doing one stitch in the first hole, two stitches in the next one, and it's a repeatedly process. One stitch, double up, one stitch, double up, one stitch, double up, and when I'm done, it will be this large. It will be big like that or big like this one. And I've been using multicolored thread because you can see on this one, all of it from the same thread. And then when it got to another color, it did another one. Then it kept repeating the patterns. But this one gonna be a black and white set with a little gray in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this last round. I wrap my finger around my thread for tension, and I wrap my needle and go in the hole, pull through, wrap, go to the next stitch, and on this stitch here, this is where I double up. I go one stitch, two stitch, and they give me this start here. Then I go one stitch again, two stitch for this next stitch hole. All right. And I will do that process until I get all the way back around. Till I get all the way back around. I'm drinking a little apple juice, y'all. Okay. One stitch, double up. Same hole. One stitch, next stitch, double up. And it's so thick, it's almost like if I'm using a rug yarn. And I'm trying to hold it a little high so y'all can see it. One stitch, skip, double up. One, two. One stitch. To make sure. Oh, okay. See, my black has ran out here. Let me see. My gray. What? Oh, them the tails. My black is out. So here's how I do that. I take one of my balls I showed y'all I got wound up, and my bag, Untie the bag. Wow, how did I have it tied up here now? Okay, I take this tail and I'm going to drop that ball in the bag and I'm going to tie this back up so all of them flow from the same side. Okay, catch my thread here, put it on the, set the bag on the floor, take these two tails. Let me see if you can see this. Just take these two tails. It don't have to be real short. I just tie them together. You can use a regular tie or you can tie it like a couple of 2 or 3 flips and pull on it and it's there. Now you let those strings hang because all you're going to do is just work them into your work. Let me see. Okay. And I wrap my finger back around, which is my thread guide. And I'm on the next stitch doing doubles. Now this part I'm not really counting. I'm not really counting because I know if I catch all my stitches, I'm going to have the stitches I'm supposed to have. And I will go back and count it later. Okay, this one the single stitch. Now the next hole get a double stitch. And the part that y'all really can't see that I'm doing because it's here in my face, as I'm going, my yarn begin to twist as it passed my finger. It'll twist, which give it a little extra tightening, like a rope or something for me to hold on to it. And I just continue on. 1 stitch, double. Now the part that I didn't do, 1 stitch, then double. What I actually supposed to did was these tails sticking up. Excuse me. I supposed to been held my tails in place so it'll be worked into the project, and it'll been under the seam line of these rows. But I didn't do that part because when you're doing that part, which it is important, but I also can just go back and snip these off because I know I left a long strand and it's much longer than this here. So when I cut it off, I'm still going to be all right. So 1, got to put 1 more in here. 2, next stitch, put 1, 1, go to the next stitch and double up. 1, 2. Okay, something don't want to listen. There you go. Okay. 1, and my last stitch, get 2. 1, 2. Now, doing it like this is so good. It feels thick and natural in my hand. But I'm going to tie it together in a minute, and this will be the finished plate of them rounds. So I'm going to go ahead and tie it together. I'm not going to wrap. I'm just going to go into this first loop and do a slip stitch. Slip it through, chain one up. Now, I always chain one up even at the end, because in the end, I'm going to give me a little working room here and cut my threads, all of them at once at the same time. And that chain stitch I did on the end, I yank them all through. Yank them all through. And once you yank them all through, I'm going to tie off my end. That's why I cut it a little lengthily here. I'm going to go through some of these stitches and wrap them under and tie them off. Sort of like this. I turn it to the back. I turn it to the back and go under about half of the stitch, and I wrap it, pull them all through. Do it again. This is how I tie them off. And it just helps. I don't just cut them off right here at the finish line. I just wrap them and come on down a little piece. Right here, I'm going to take black and gray, and I'm going to run them through, and I'm going to pull them under, which it divided my strings, okay? Now I'm going to go in, and I'm going to tie these on off. Now, you can use a regular tie knot, or you can flip them and flip it like 3 times to do your tie. I really like those kind of knots because they really hold. They don't let anything slide through. And you just tighten up on it. See, it didn't tighten my product. It just tightened up on the strings. Well, you know it's a good knot and it's not going anywhere. Then I take my scissors and trim them off. I lay all this extra to the side. Now, I trim a little bit more so won't no tails be standing. And then I give it a good working to the inside. Okay? I just maneuver the stitch to that knot goes to the inside. And now, that's my tie-off section. Can you see it? Now I have to tie this off. And I work this the same way. Well, actually, I can show y'all how I just kind of pull on these here a little bit and snip them off just a little bit. And when I snip them off, work my pattern design. And when you look closely, you don't really see those tails. It's the same thing. You use a little bit more than you think you're going to need. On this side, I separate my black strings. And I think I'm going to put a white with this side. Put the white. Okay. On this side, I'm going to take my needle and I'm going under the stitches, and I'm going to catch these 2 strings and I'm going to pull them under this loop. Okay, one came. The other one must want to stay behind. Okay, I have both of these. I have 2 on this side and 2 on this side, right? So now I'm going to do this the same way. I'm going to wrap. Mm, okay. I pull on that first one a little bit, and then this second one is going to keep it from slipping out. So I wrap it one, two. That's how I do my knots. Wrap it two. Mm. And when I pull it, I can go ahead and cut my ends. There you go. Then sometime I have to work it too. Make sure the design was able to sit. This, I think this pretty for black and white. What y'all think? Hi, Miss Betty Harris. She said, hi, Miss Ellen. Let me see that. Hi, Miss Ellen. What you got under your needle today? Crocheting. And the needle I'm using today is a large crochet needle. Mm. Trying to keep the light from blinding us all. So this size is a L/11 through 8.00 millimeter. They large. I got these at Walmart, and I got it. It came with a set like this, and I'm using the one from this side. They was like $5.47 for three, and the bigger needle is much larger. I think it's a Q crochet hook, and I also have a bigger one, UST 30 millimeter. This is a gigantic one. This one I'm probably gonna use on rugs or or making something like macrame, but it's not macrame, it'll be crochet. That what this one will be good for. And I'm gonna do a whole set of these. It'll be done in fours. And I'm gonna go ahead and start on the next one. So the ones that missed the start, me with all these strings, get my feet, let the tail hang here, take my needle and put it in. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna see, can I do it this close up? Put it in, and I hold my loop with these two fingers here. And then I come back and catch my thread and pull it through. And my needle slip out. Okay. Let me go back. I'm missing a thread. I thought I had four strings. That's what I was looking for, and I didn't see the fourth one. So I went back, got the fourth one. Hello, Miss Ellen. I saw that one. Okay, Miss Betty. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Leave me a little tail, because in the end, you know, you got to tie these tails off. So I leave a nice little tail, and I go in my thread and fold it back and bring it straight through to make that first loop, but I don't let anything go, and then I just do one more. Okay, now I let it go, and then I pull on these tails just a little bit, which create my first loop. See that? And then I just go on, keep it kind of loose. You can't pull it tight. That's two and three. Now I have three chain loops. So I'm going to go back and put 10 stitches inside the middle of this first loop I started with. So I go back, I'm gonna wrap because I'm using a half half single crochet. I'm in and I catch my thread, pull it up, and pull through them all. That's one stitch. Got to repeat it. My nails getting hooked on the thread, y'all. Okay. If I can hold my starting knot. That's two stitches. Three stitches. Four stitches. Five stitches. On the fifth stitch, I swing my tails to be halfway between them. So I swing it over so I can do the extra five on the other side of the tail. So that'll be 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So now I have 10 in that first hole, and it still have that V in it, right? So what I do next is I slip stitch them together at the top of the first stitch. Let me find my just pull it through both, chain stitch one up. That's where I'm at. Made that circle. See there? That's the circle. Now, since I got the circle made, let me uncover. I have notifications just popped up and blocking. I want to make sure I see everybody that come in. Okay. Okay, and now I'm going to go on and put 2 stitches in each stitch all around my circle. All around, I'm going to put 2 stitches in it. So it's called doubling each hole. So that's 1 stitch, 2 stitch, next hole. I got to pull out. No, not all the way. I dropped the stitch, so I went back and pick up my stitch, so I didn't have something hanging. That's 1, 2, 1, 2. Every time I go to the next stitch, I just start with 1. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 1, 2. And before you know it, you've been a set and made so many. 1, too. And I really love crocheting like this during the winter time. But lately I've been finding it very interested that summertime is a good idea to do it too. While everybody out there playing in the grass, getting ate up by the mosquitoes, and I'll be sitting somewhere crocheting. I kind of like knitting a little bit as well. I had to teach myself to knit, but I'm not very good at knitting. Not good as I want to be, but I was learning and then I just stopped. But I did teach myself to cast on. I didn't know how I was going to cast off, but they were showing me how I could cast off too. And I was learning how to purl, and there was a lot of stuff. And I was just all into it. And for some reason, I just stopped. I think I should continue that learning process because crafting is what I like to do. Okay, I done did these rounds. I'm back again to the V here. And I'm going to do a slip stitch over into the first stitch on this row. Slip stitch, slip stitch. Got them together, chain one. When I chain one, it let me bring them up just a little. Here, that's how the circle come together. Okay. And this 2 rounds already. I'm not doing but just 3 rounds like this. And they come out this big. Big, amazing big. And if I want to, I can go back and sew me a piece of this kind of stuff, y'all. It's like a leather, a pleather or something. It's not real leather, but you can go back and cut you out some of this in a round circle and you can attach them to your backs. Just put it on your backs and take your sewing machine and just sew it down. That's like extra protection behind your coaster for your tables and stuff. If somebody have a large bottle of water, say they put it in the freezer and let it froze and they took it out and they gonna drink it. Well, you don't want them to just sit it on your bare table. You can use a coaster like this, and all the extra sweat from the bottle, these will catch it. These would catch it. And that's pretty much what I want to work on and share this with y'all. So everyone that crochets, could make some too if they interested. You can make a lot of different things with this like this. You can make plate mats. You can even make sleeping mats. The only thing about the sleeping mats is I know some people make them with recycled grocery store plastic bag. And that's awesome because you could take these store bags and cut them into like 1-inch strips or 2-inch strips or however big you want to use them, and go ahead and attach them all together and roll them up until you get a big ball. It could be big as you think you're going to make the mat. Big ball of round up paper bags, because the bigger the ball, the longer you can crochet. And once you sit down and get started, you can put that big ball in a tote bin, a plastic tote, and you can sit there and work on that project. But the thing I'm trying to tell you, you can use more than one ball. You can use more than one ball and just collab maybe 3 balls together. Have 3 different balls. Like, say you got some white bags and you cut them up. You get all them tied together and roll in a ball. Then you got a pile of black bags. You can take your black bags and cut them up as well, and roll them up in a big ball, and get them to going. You might say, I got some pink bags too. Have all your colors did separately roll up into a ball, and then when you go to put them together to crochet them into a mat or something, you have your white, your black, and your pink gonna come together and form a beautiful, beautiful mat. It's gonna be thick, and you know everybody's looking for comfort, right? This gonna be thick, and once you get it done, job well done. You never know who might need to use it or who gonna sleep on it. Um, um, okay, I'm getting ready to go into this last round, but wait a minute. Hello, Dora Camarina. How you doing? She said, "Hi, Ellen. I just caught your live. Good to see you. Good to see you too. Thank you for stopping by and coming in. And hello to the Confident Quilter, Gladys Paul. She said, hello. Let me see. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. It's good to see you, the Confident Quilter. Thank y'all for coming in and joining me. I'm going to go ahead and do this last round. In every stitch all the way around, I will be doing one single crochet, half double crochet stitch in the first hole and two in the second hole. And it's a repetitive pattern. So I'll be doing one, double, one, double, one, double, one, all the way around. Then I'll be through with this one. And I have some more to make, but I don't think I'm going to go and make them all here on this live. It's just, I've been so tired, y'all. My sinus been giving me the blues. I went to the doctor and they said, you need to be on antihistamine. And I'm like, okay. Another medication going to put me to sleep. Everything's just put me to sleep, y'all. So I'm wrapping my thread that come through my fingers that do the feed. And I'm going to go on and that's my one. Next stitch, get two. This my double. One more. And single again. Next stitch, double. And you can't pull this real tight. You have to let it flow freely. When your needle pull for thread, just let it flow. Double. And I done sat here and made, let me show y'all. I done made 4 here. Pretty bright colors of 4. I have 4 more here. Pretty bright colors of 4. And I started off using like scrap crochet thread that I had from making the hats I was making. And I used some of the multicolor and everything. And that gives them these different color, beautiful effects. The red showing through like the main color. The blue showing through like the main color. The purple is kind of standing out here. And again, the blue tones. I hope y'all can see that okay. And I decided to do this black and white with a little hint of gray. So I don't know if y'all can see the gray in that, but it's mostly black and white. And then the back side. And I'm just continuing on. I'll be doing 4 for these as well. And when I'm done, I'm probably just going to pick some color and make some. I used to love making towels and stuff for bathrooms and stuff. I used to do that for my mama. My mama is from the deep south. And It's hard living in the South where you can't find a job. um, the best hobby you have really in the South when you're not in a city and you're out in the country is either working in the fields doing something, or the younger people would be walking around smoking cigarettes and other stuff that they ain't got no business doing, or just they got time to burn and they not using that time constructively to maybe go to school or take a course online or something like that. This gonna be a double, y'all. I'm running my mouth, but I have seen it firsthand, up close and personal. And I had a dream of doing a school, but it would have been like in a trailer house. I was going to convert this trailer house into a further your education school thing. It wasn't with the system, it was just something I wanted to give back to the community because where I'm from, it's hard on everybody. It's hard on everybody. And to be able to say, well, I can go back to school and get my high school diploma, you know, it's hard for a lot of the people that, special females that has children. If they already have a child, it's extra hard. So that would have been a place they could have came and brought their child and, you know, try to get some of their work done. We did. We had a library, but the way I hear, the library in the next town has closed down. These notifications blocking my view. Those just some of the things I really wanted to do. Dora says it looked like, oh, what, webbing in a kind of in a knitting mood lately. Oh yes, yes, yes. It's it's kind of like a weaving or woven something in a knitted or crochet. This is crochet I'm doing, but it's a crochet move. And by everything being thick and heavy duty, I'm holding my needle. Is that one? Yeah. I'm holding my needle from the top in order to work it. See? Because my finger's supposed to go here, but my hand ain't strong enough because of the surgery I had. Now I got to pull that back down. Caught something I wasn't supposed to catch. But that's all right. Get it in these holes. And I'm catching it all again. Ooh. Okay, this is my double. Just imagine if I was using a great big old hook needle. One double. And that's this one. See the size? A UST 30 millimeter. Got it from Walmart. I like getting stuff like that. You never know what we gonna need. Never know. I know one thing. These needles can be used for survival tools. I know that much because y'all know how I think and way my mind be going. You can go out in the woods if you have to survive out in the woods, pull some vines and tie them together, and you can weave together a mat to make a rooftop with. You know what I'm saying? When I say survive, I mean I look at everything to see could it be a survival tool. I don't just buy it because I think, oh, that look good, it look wonderful. Uh, Yeah, it do look wonderful, don't it? But I think this will be a mere roof. Keep the snow off of me or do something. Now I'm tying it, do the slip tie because I'm through with that round. And I just through, pull through. I'm on top, so I make one chain, then I can cut my thread. Well, look like I've been partial to black and white lately, right? Cut it, all the strings, and pull it on through. When I pull it on through, that's so I can feed it through to do the towel. Then I take these strings and lay them up there. Now, on this one, since I'm just going to do it this way, I'm using the back side loops on each stitch and pull it up. Just pull it up. And it kind of feeds it down. That way, if you're washing these in your washing machines or the laundromat, whatever, they still, sometimes, you have to laundry your stuff out. You ain't got to worry about it coming loose. Not real easy because we feeding it through that edge. Feeding it through this edge. Okay, that's good enough. I got it by fuzz. I think I need it. Now I'm going to separate, put a black on this side, maybe with the white, and a black with the gray. So I'm going to use this black here with the gray and pull it through another stitch and pull it through. Now once I get that through, lay it up here and tie my lock-in knot. 1, 2. First tie down. I want to get it kind of tight though. Not suck the life out of it tight. 2. So I wrap them and tie a knot. One of these knots that will not let it go. And go back and trim my threads. Okay. Now, the way I do it, I take my finger and push these to the inside. As you working that yarn, push them to the inside much as you can. Sometime it won't show, sometime it will show. Okay, you can see a little taste of it on that edge, but it's not sticking out like a sore thumb. And now, I like how they get big and just flattens out. And I'm going to separate these and I'm going to tie them off with the lock tie. I got a gray thread and a black thread here, and a white thread and a black thread. And I'm going to pull it through. I better look. I'm just working my needle under these stitches. Sometimes your needle will let you pass through fairly nice. And sometimes it just want to give you the troubles. Okay. One, two. And when you're tied like this, it kind of draws that center closer together. Now I do the other lock in knot. Flip one, flip two, and pull it in. Now they lock together. It's not coming out unless you cut it out. Cut that off. Ooh, I put that too far. All right. This center, you can't really see that stitch knot in there. You got to be looking for it to find it. So here you go. This is number 2. I have 2 here, y'all. And I'm going to stop here. I'll make a couple more later. But this is what I've been spending my time doing alongside getting my sewing space reorganized. And soon as I get it reorganized, I think I'm going to put up my Hindenburg quilting frame, and I'm probably going to be doing a lot of sewing on it with the cutie, because I did the small one on the cutie frame with the do y'all hear me? Cutie frame. Oh, it is a cutie frame. On the cutie frame with the Q-nique. It's still over there, and I keep it covered up. So it's under that orange quilt I have in the background, and I keep it covered for protection. Keep the dust and anything else off of it. I cleanse it and oil. I do all this stuff myself. If I have a bigger issue, I do have a person that works on machines that I can take it out to, because that's a personally owned machine. I don't owe anybody anything on it. So I just thank God I was blessed to get it, and I can continue to work. And the things I want to do, I'm not doing it because I'm in the process of organizing my sewing space. Okay. I got some notifications up here. Am I on that mark, that X? Oh. Oh, this for the TV. What am I working on? All right. Pretty colors. Thank you, Dora Cameron. Yes, thank y'all. So here, I'm going to go on and let y'all go. My stomach is a bit upset, y'all, due to my sinus draining. And I'm going to have to run. So thank y'all for coming in with me today. If y'all need to ask me any questions or message me, I left my email in the description of this video. I put the one that will come straight to my phone, to where I know somebody's trying to contact me and I respond quicker. So if y'all have any questions or comments, do send me an email. Be kind, be polite, and I'm willing to listen to everybody and whoever have something to say. But I just request you to be kind, use better words other than bad words or something like that, because they got more words out there mean the same thing as a bad word that you could use. So, by me saying that, I'm going to go on and let y'all go. Y'all stay blessed. I love y'all. Take care. Bye now. Bye. Till next Tuesday. Bye.